the bounce house, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Sticks it in his belly. Now on second down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab behind the line, it's small. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On third down, he drops to throw. They've got the screen set up.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you were obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Give to the fullback. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how...
Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And, man, he got the first down, and I know all you probably say, hey, slide, get down, don't take the hit, don't fumble, but that guy's thinking touchdown. He's thinking I can break these tackles and try to make a play, got held up, coughed up the football, defense recovers. Man, that's a big blow for the offense.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught behind the line. It's small. Stopped after making the catch. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Caught close to the marker. It's Garrett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just he'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Desi. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more fit.
Oh, look out! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Caught near the sticks. It's small. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Well, they They started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down.
Punt formation to kick it away.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. You can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody. You see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the Red Raiders get it past the sticks.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Fires to the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. Got a wide open receiver. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Touchdown.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 14.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
He's loose down the middle. The 40, past the 30, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. And he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's now second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On the run, still looking. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's small.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect. This guy is your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Garrett. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Knights are on the move. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get
a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Shakes off the tackler. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's small. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Knights line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A 1st down for the offense. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Makes his connection. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Costa. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So how would you call it? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress. Get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Brought down on play at the 13-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal flag in the back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. They give it to him again. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Finds his man. It's Costa. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. Offense getting set for first down.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense will quickly use a timeout. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Finds his tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Shoots his way for more. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Knights! They take the lead here in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Okay, ready?
They go to the ground. And they're able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders have moved it inside the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Huge 3rd down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Touchdown to stay in the game. Looks as if he's going to run it. The Red Raiders get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. Still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Number 30.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Is good. That will tie the game at 28 all.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
At the 23. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Near the 3-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2.
Green 25.
They'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That keeps the score. Texas Tech, 34. UCF, 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. He makes a grab. Touchdown, UCF! They got this thing tied up in double overtime.
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. A guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here comes the option. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a third overtime. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Still tied.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward.
Get set, get set.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Looking to throw. Coming after it. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this that come down to the wire, you got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.